Hello, welcome to Kendal Mountain Festival. This is day 6. My name's Emily, and this is a live Filmaker Q&A where we bring you the people behind the stories. Today we will be meeting Edurne and Migueltxo, the protagonist and directors of Chhaupadi. So without further ado, let's make them live.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Good afternoon. Edurne, I don't know what she's doing. Edurne.
Oh no.
I don't know if she's hearing us or she's doing something with the telephone.
Well,
I'm gonna write her.
Oh, that's okay. Joe, I can ask you the first question if you'd like, because it's to both of you.
Sorry, can you repeat me?
Yeah, sure. I can ask you the first question because it is to both of you.
Of course.
Yeah, sure. Where are you dialing in from? Where are you speaking to us from today?
Well, we are from Spain, both of us, and I am from Pamplona, which is a town in the very north of Spain, very close to France. And Edurne, I think she's in San Sebastián, which is very close from here in the Basque Country.
Oh, lovely. She's joining us live.
I think so. No.
Oh.
I don't know if she's not looking. Anyway, I sent her a message, so I hope.
We're here. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Yes.
How has lockdown been for you in Spain?
Excuse me?
How has lockdown?
I think she has a she's telling me that she cannot see anything. She cannot see any. She has a problem, I think so. Anyway, with or something like that. Let me explain her. I don't know. Sorry about this. I don't know. Everything was going good.
This is the joys of technology.
Okay. I see right now. She's gonna refresh. I think so.
Awesome. I guess a lot of people watching can relate to this. Or the video calls.
Sorry about everyone who is watching us. Kind of crazy this connection.
I guess everyone's been doing videos.
Okay, she's there.
I
don't know what happened. So sorry.
It's okay.
Welcome, Edurne.
How are you?
Good, but I was waiting. I have all here in blue color, and I was waiting, and I received the message from Migueltxo. We are speaking, and nobody want to listen me.
No, of course we want to listen to you. Of course we do. I was just asking where you guys were dialing in from. Whereabouts in Spain you are?
What, me? So ask me again the question, Emily. I don't understand the question. I was thinking in another.
Sorry. Where are you calling from today?
Me, from Spain.
Oh, lovely. And
but in Spain, in San Sebastián, no? Edurne, you're in San Sebastián.
I don't know what are you speaking before, so I was like, sorry. No, okay. I'm in the Basque Country. I'm from the Basque Country. I'm in my home in the Basque Country in the north of the Spain now. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. And how has lockdown been for you guys? How's this year been?
Sorry. What's that? How is everything here?
With lockdown and.
Lockdown. Okay.
Well,
I don't know.
Good. Anything? I mean.
I don't know how is your situation now in Kendal. For me, the best thing would be stay with you there, but we can like all the world in the Basque Country in this moment. We need to stay at home at 10 o'clock.
Wow.
All the restaurant, all the bar, and everything is closed, and we cannot move. We cannot move from our town. Do you understand? So we can go the town near us, but only this one. And that is the situation nowadays in here in the Basque Country. In the 15 days before, we have many cases of COVID. Now, with these 15 days, more or less, is going down a little bit. But in this moment, we have a problem with the hospitals and UCI because there was many people, and the situation in this moment is not really good.
And Migueltxo?
Yes.
How have you found this year? Have you managed to get outside? Have you been productive?
I mean, the situation here is very close to the Edurnes because we live very close, and Bon, so we can go out a little bit in the weekends in the mountains, just with maybe no more than 6 people, and at least we can go to the nature, into the forest, and that's it. I mean, then work and school for the childs and for the kids, and that's it. We cannot do anything else. No possible to travel right now out of Spain, and actually we just have to be close to our region, let's say.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much the same for everyone. It's so I'd like to talk a bit about the film, if that's okay. I don't know if Migueltxo, you want to tell us a bit about the film and why people should watch it, why the Kendall audience should tune in.
Migueltxo, you understand I answer or I answer? Bueno, I tell you a little bit about the film. I don't know if the audience already see it. I think some days before, no?
Yeah.
And bueno, this is the project that for one expedition in 2018. In autumn of 2018, we decided to go to Nepal to the one very not very popular area in Nepal, the far west of Nepal. Until I think 2 or 3 years ago, it's not open for the tourists, this area, because, and also it's not for the climber people, it's not so interesting area, or it's not so popular, but I think it's very interesting because there was many 6,000 and 7,000 meter peaks, and very interesting for new climbs, new routes, and new different things. But until now, all the people focus in more popular areas like Himalayas, 8,000 meter peaks, and more popular areas. So there are, and the good things that there are in Nepal many new areas that we can go in and we can climb in, no? But at our expedition, it didn't know only one climber expedition. We wanted to do another things with this expedition. And in 2011, we went to south side of Nepal to Saipal area to climbing 7,000 meter peaks. But only the objective of that expedition is not only climbing that mountain. They have another objective. We wanted to show to the world the situation of the woman in this area. The women of this area, they suffer one culture restrictive things, that when the women in this area they have a period, they cannot stay at home. They need to go outside of the home. They need to stay 4 days in a very small houses in a very bad conditions during these 4 or 5 days, all the life, for all the women in this area. This is a Hinduist culture things. And we wanted with this expedition, with Saipal expedition and Chhaupadi, because the name of this problem is Chhaupadi, we wanted to show for all the world the situation of this woman in this area, and also the goal, or my goal for that expedition was to go climbing 7,000-meter peak with 4 women from this area to say them, the woman, we can have another life. Is nothing happen if we have a contact with another person when we have the period. Is nothing happen if you climb in mountains if you have a period, and many more things. So really the objective for that expedition, for Chhaupadi expedition and the film, is to show all the world the situation of Nepal in this area, and also to get it energy and input on another life for the woman in this area.
Yeah, I think it's very important that one of the things that is very important is that these girls, they wanted they want to change the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So we went because they wanted to change, so we are not like people from Europe or the States that go there to tell them, oh, you are doing something very bad, because this is a tradition from like centuries. So what I think is interesting is that they wanted to change. And these 4 girls, they wanted to change these things and to do this activity of going to the Saipal south face and trying to climb, to show that women can do whatever they want, of course. So it was a beautiful thing to go there, and Edurne was there, just going with her and going all together in a big expedition, and trying to, of course, not only was an alpinism goal, but also like a social soul of showing the situation of the Saipal region.
And I've seen the film myself, and it's just so brilliant. Migueltxo, I think you say something, you touched on it then, and you really get from the film, it is these 4 women who started it all, who said, we want to show people what it's like, they want to start change, and that's such a wonderful, empowering message. I just want to go back to Migueltxo. How did you get into filmmaking?
Well, that's a nice story. I mean, I work here in Pamplona, where I come from. I work in a production company. We do filmmaking. We're very close to documentaries, and so the first time I think we met Edurne, it was in 2010, after doing the Pura Vida, which is a film about a rescue in the Himalayas, about Iñaki Ochoa de Olza. So I think after that we met once, and we worked together in your expedition in 2011 in the Everest. So we went together also with Edurne. So we make a TV series documentary for the Spanish TV. And after that, we work in many different other projects, not only in relation with alpinism or mountains or whatever. But it's true that we really feel comfortable talking and telling this kind of stories. And I think we got a very good relation with Edurne, and we've been talking and having been in contact for all these years. And in this 2018, finally, it was we had the possibility of working in this project of Chhaupadi. So for us, it was like a really nice experience, and it was really crazy, because I think Edurne, it was 20 days before going to Nepal. We didn't know exactly if everything is going to be okay or not, and the expedition is going on or not. And finally they say, okay, yes, we go. So I was not prepared. I didn't train. I didn't do anything. And I just arrived to Nepal, and we went to that far west from Nepal, that far west region. And it was a kind of hiking, I think, like going down and up and down and up and down until the base camp. And the way we did this, it was just one person. It was just me with the camera and the sound and the computer downloading everything, and that's it. So the idea was to get close to Edurne, and Edurne, she's gonna be like the main character of the film. Like she was inside of an expedition, of a team, of course, with many other different alpinists and people from Nepal also. And so I just filmed what we did. we just walk and get there and meet all these people. And I think that the main goal it was to know the people in the villages, the traditions, the families, and all these kind of unknown Nepal for everyone, no? And that's the idea of that. Of course, it should be great. It will be great if we could climb the Saipal, but I think that the beautiful thing and the beautiful story is the story of these girls and this region.
Well,
So,
no, when I have when they proposed me, because the idea coming from the part from one person that I know it many years ago, he proposed me to go to this area to do this expedition with this woman and like this, like that. I say in the first moment, I say yes, I wanted to go it, and then I thought, okay, but I want to show to the world, to all the world, this problem, no? And if I go there, if I have this experience with this woman, I want to do something, no? So I speak with Migueltxo and the company and say, I don't have a lot of money, but we need to go it and we need to film in this one. And at the end, we speak together and say, we need to do this kind of history. We need to tell, and like Migueltxo said, 20 days before, we are not sure that we can go it. And the day arrive and we take everything and we say, okay, we go, we will see what's happened. No? And it's true, Migueltxo filming everything. He's the camera, he's the sun. So everything, he did it. And very simple, because sometimes when we see a big films is with many people and that one. So that is doing Migueltxo and me, nothing more. And the real thing is not only the image that you can see, it's a little bit the message that the film have behind this in this one. No? For us, it's and Migueltxo is with me, I sure it's a big honor to stay here in Kendall with you and say, wow, we arrived until now, until this point. It's more than we expected before.
Yeah, and everyone in the office just wanted me to say hi and passed on how much we love the film. And obviously, Jackie met you in Balboa last year. And we really hope that a lot of people will see that the way you capture Kathmandu and this new area of Nepal will really inspire people, not just to go climbing there, which would be great, but also to think about the people that live there and the conditions they live in. It was really interesting when you were chatting with the woman from the organisation, what she was saying, how the NGOs went and got rid of the huts, but actually how now she's working with the people. Have you had an update from that organisation in Kathmandu since the film? What's been happening this year?
I think as we continue working with this organization in Nepal. It's true that during this year it will be very difficult because the situation of the pandemic and everything. After that expedition, we started to, because if we have a big tradition like this one, like Chhaupadi in one area of this one, like Migueltxo said before, we cannot go there and say, hey, this is not good, don't do this one or that one. No, the changes need to come in from them. So they wanted to change. No, so we decided that the best things to change it and to see that there are another life, that the women, we can do another things and like that, is if they have education.
Yes.
And we remember when one of the things happened when we was there. We was in a small town, 2 or 3 days walking until this point, and there was one person. He drank a lot. He's drunk, and he said, "Hey, don't film me!" Da, 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 da. And this is the only problem that we find in all the way, no. And we say, oh, okay, these people, that person, they wanted that we film it here, and okay, and another person, they take it and they put it in one house and nothing happened, no? And we ask, who is this man? And this man is the teacher of the school. So in that moment you say, wow, here is so difficult to change the things if the teacher think like this. So in that moment we understand that the changes need to come in from the students. So they need to have students and they need to have another information. No? So we started with this NGO to working in this area. Nowadays, there are 7 girls in Kathmandu studying. We pay the studies for these 7 girls because we think that the change, they bring the change in the area. Mm-hmm. So they when they finish the studies, they will coming back home and they can start to change it. And also last year we did with some doctors here in Spain expeditions to go there and also to help them in changing and telling, in education and everything. So our dream is every year do one small doctor expedition. The doctors here in Spain, they pay everything by himself. They pay the flight, they pay the expedition and everything, and they go there to help them. And for the moment, that is the things that we started to do in the area.
Oh, that's fantastic. Your passion for this project is so inspiring, and I really hope a lot of people watching this take that on. And it's about, like you say, working with community and making sustainable change. So we've only got time for one last question, I'm afraid. I'd love to know, throughout the whole trip, what is one moment that that stays with you, that stays in your mind?
For me, many of them. One of the moments, if you see the film, is one of the moments when that party that there was many the women singing, and that moment is amazing. Yeah. It's like a.
It's a festival that we arrived in. I think it was I don't know the name of. I don't remember.
The name of the village I don't remember, but that moment is incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a feeling very nice because you Edurne was in the middle. I mean, you were in the middle of that dancing. You take part of it, and they accept you, and someone was trying to explain you what they were singing and the scenes and everything. It was really interesting about all that, and I think that another very interesting moment was when we met the Saraswati mother.
Yeah.
In that situation, in that moment, which when I think it was the very first moment that we saw a woman staying inside of a chaucot, which is that kind of small cabin where they stay, no? And it was the moment that Saraswati was leaving the village for taking part of the expedition, and she could not go in to say bye. No, she had to stay at like 10 meters or whatever, and at the end she went and she could say bye and
yeah.
But it was a really hard moment also, I think.
And when the mother, there was another moment when the mother say me, the mother of Sarawati was one of the 4 girls, and she came to me and she say me, I wanted that for me it's a big honor that my doctor go to expedition, because she only have 4 doctors. So in this community also, if you have only doctors, it's not looking well, because you don't have a son. So for me, it's very important my doctor go to this expedition, because like that, I can show to my community that one of my doctors climbing mountains and is very special woman. And I was crying because say, you need this one for demonstrate to the community that we can. So it's that moment is a really, if I tell you true, I did many expeditions in Himalaya. I lived many strong moments, difficult moments, emotional moments, and everything. But the things that I lived there, I never lived before.
That's so wonderful, and I'm afraid that's all we've got time for tonight. I could I could chat to you both for hours about Nepal, the Himalayas, and about this film. Thank you so much for this film. It's such a necessity to adventure films, to documentaries. And thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, thank you again. Bye, guys. Have a good evening.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you
Bye.
to the
Bye.
Kendall Mountain. Bye.
Bye.